Hello and welcome back to our Bannerlord challenge, and we are now about to face Baron Aldric in a battle. Now, as you can see, we can actually get some Sea Raiders on our side, so I'm actually going to do that because we have so many of them, and this is actually going to be leading into the next thing that I'm going to try to do. I don't know whether we're actually going to do it right now. We're going to see what happens after this fight. But I was actually thinking of making another party with Dareem. Obviously, Dareem is, well, he's free to, do that if we want him to. But I'm obviously now thinking, well, maybe not the best idea. Because I might actually be leaving the faction, That's the thing. They have just called for a peace agreement with the Vlandians. Now, of course, being part of a faction is actually pretty good. I mean, not the fact that I have fiefs or anything like that, because I don't really care about the fiefs, particularly much. I mean, they don't really do much for me. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that we can actually get into battles much easier. We can call for armies and so on. And as a mercenary, you cannot call for armies. So, of course, that doesn't really help us that much, unfortunately. I would have stayed a mercenary if I, didn't need to become, an army leader or something like that. But amusingly enough, you don't necessarily need to become an army leader, of course. I mean, that's the thing. If you can actually create an army, then you can level up your leadership. You can do a wide variety of different things. And if you want to, obviously, conquer some stuff, if you want to actually capture some fiefs, then creating an army is going to be a really, really useful thing for you to do. But obviously, that's not really my goal right now. My goal right now is to actually get the Sea Raiders into a situation where they can actually get a massive amount of murdering on the table. I want them to be able to just run around Vlandian territory and have pretty much no difficulty just absolutely obliterating everyone. But the problem with this is that it's very difficult to do that, because, of course, these Sea Raiders are going to run around with very small armies, very, handful pockets of units, basically, and they're going to get themselves eliminated very fast as a result of that, which is really sad, but that's the reason why you want to incite rebellion in all of these places as well, because obviously if you incite rebellion in these places and you have the rebels take over the town, well, then good things are going to happen, because then you're going to be able to see the rebel faction take over, and then they're going to be fighting against the original faction, and everyone's going to get weaker as a result of that, and it's just going to be an absolutely wonderful time had by all. Now, I did talk about a mod in the previous episode that I wanted to download. I believe it does work with the release version of Bannerlord. I believe it does work. However, you do need to install open source armory with it. And I don't know about you, but I've always had problems with open source armory. There was only one time when I didn't have problems with it, and that was a long time ago, and now I have problems with it almost every single time I install it. I don't know why. I am not someone that is inexperienced with, actually installing mods. But for some reason, whenever I install open source armory, it always gives me some kind of error. It always causes some kind of crash. And if I can get it to work, then it doesn't stay working for long. And I don't know why, because I know a lot of other people play with it, and they say, that it's amazing and that it improves the immersion and everything. I, for some reason, just can't get it to work. I don't know why. But whatever the case, we're just going to give away some prisoners real fast. Another 500 strength for the Sea Raiders. Very nice indeed. And yeah, as I say, I'm probably not going to be getting these. I'm just going to release all our followers here. I don't really see the point in, keeping them around here. We're going to be leveling up a couple of people as well. Oh yes, actually that is something I want to do. I want to go to mod options. Now what do we have here? It appears as though we have a Mr. Ospier that wants to actually attack us. Now, I have actually changed the mod settings for Distinguished Service because it was currently set up so that we did not gain any promotions for any of our units because we had -1 set in the files. And basically -1 means if a unit is not max level, in other words, max tier, so in other words, Battanian Noble, Battanian Fian Champions in our case, for our Forest Bandits, if they're not that, then they will never, ever be promoted, no matter what they do, even if they get 5 kills, 10 kills, 20 kills, whatever. And you can obviously customize your experience however you see fit within the settings file. Very easy to customize, and I just had to restart the game once. So yes, anyway, point is, we're going to be attempting to try and level up some of our Forest Bandits, because of course that's going to hopefully allow them to gain a little bit more customization. It's going to allow them to become companions, and maybe those companions can become relatively nice fixtures in our army, or at least I am hoping very much that that will be the case. Anyway, I'm not sure if we're actually going to even achieve victory here, because as you can quite clearly tell, we're having some pretty big issues possibly. I'm not sure if this is going to be a victory for us. We did have a slight advantage when we headed into this, but unfortunately that is not taking into account the fact that most of my forces are actually archers, which is really quite bad. And as you can see, we're taking a lot of damage here. Now, if I... Whoa, okay, are we actually going to lose? Are we actually going to lose? I'm going to get out my spear here real fast. Got to do some damage to these crossbowmen. Oh, wow. I don't even kill them in one hit. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, hello, hello. Let me just kill this guy. There we go. And maybe we can kill this one as well. Nice. A nice angling right there. That was a nice angle of attack that we had right there. Very smooth. And hopefully, if I can just eliminate a couple more of these mounted units, I will be very pleased indeed, because these are the ones that are actually contributing the most combat strength to the enemy. And as far as I'm aware, every single time you go into a battle and the enemy has a significant amount of cavalry, they are always much more likely, at least in my opinion, to stick around in the battle. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know whether cavalry tends to provide more of a morale bonus than other kinds of units, but they generally tend to have a lot more staying power in comparison to this. You know, in comparison to infantry and archers and all that stuff. You know, those guys are probably going to lose morale pretty quickly, but as it stands, yeah, as you can see, look at this guy. He's just running around on his horse. He's being really, really confident that he might even be able to pull this off, but he's obviously not going to be able to, because I'm going to kill him. There you go, he's dead. So that was nice. Anyway, well, technically he's not dead, but I'm going to be handing him very quickly over to some bandit hideout or another before the wonderful Northern Empire makes peace, because they will be doing that in just a second, which is going to be extremely sad. Anyway, as you can see, oh, okay. Right, alright, okay. Yes, we're going to have to actually go into the battle here. I did not want to chance an auto-resolve. An auto-resolve in this situation probably would have been a bit of a mistake. So let's just be a little bit careful here. Try and do... Oh, I love it, I love it. Yeah, those kinds of situations where you get a wonderful ragdoll. Yeah, can't beat those, can't beat those. Okay, this guy doesn't even have a shield, so he is out of there. Thank you very much. And hopefully we'll be able to kill this guy. He has no horse. Oh, I knocked him down. That was a hilarious nosedive that he took there. And this guy is... he's done. He is just absolutely done. There we go. That was hilarious. He just crumpled. He crumpled before us right there. That was very funny. Anyway, there you go. Look at that. Another 37 renown we gained for going in there. Pretty useful, actually. And I'm actually wondering whether I should just let this guy go or not. I think I will just let him go, because there's no point in me keeping him around, to be honest. We're also going to be taking all of the prisoners, because I do have 50 wounded. Hopefully, because I have now realized, or at least I hope that that's actually going to be the case. Wait a minute. Are you serious right now? Carsten? Okay, wait. Oh, no, I can't. I don't want them to make peace. That's the thing. I don't want them to make peace, but I really... Oh, this is grinding my gears right now. This is grinding my gears super hard. Okay, I'm actually not entirely sure what I can do here. I'm going to have to get rid of 6, and then we can slowly move away a little bit quicker, potentially. Whoa, this is going to be harsh. Alright, I'm going to have to get rid of some... Wow, we've got so much crude iron right now. I need to do something with that. But I need to get rid of some of this grain. As you can see, there's a massive amount of grain that we have right now. And there we have it. Okay, so now we are actually under the weight limit. Please, please, please slow this guy down so that he cannot find us. Yes, there we go. Nice. Okay, so now let's actually just go straight on into the Forest Bandit hideout. Thankfully, we had one nearby, and I'm going to be able to put these in there. 350, not a bad strength increase. Surprisingly enough, not a bad strength increase. As you can see, however, the strength of the Forest Bandits has been reduced dramatically over the course of the time that we haven't been around here, which is really sad in my opinion. Love to see them be a bit more powerful, but obviously, you know how it is. Kind of sad, isn't it? Anyway, let's just go over to Dunglanis here, and we're just going to call some lads to get us in here. All right, so here's the thing. I want to be able... Oh, okay, well, we're obviously going to be taking things back, of course. There we go. Incite rebellion. Okay, so here's the thing. The loyalty here is currently being reduced, but only by a small margin. I'm actually really surprised about this, because look at the security that is currently going on within Dunglanis itself. I'm very surprised that we're not seeing the loyalty decrease any faster than it currently is. You can see here that the security is reducing it by -2, but everything else, I mean, the fairgrounds are basically giving it 1.5, but I mean, really, this should be, all intents and purposes, much lower than it is. But oh well, I can't do much about that. We're gonna have to just wait and see what happens. Anyway, I'm just gonna sell all of my armor. As you can see, look at that, 63,000. Bear in mind there is, and by the way, I don't know whether you know this, but if you've been browsing the the Nexus for Bannerlord, then you'll know that there is a mod. I think someone actually also mentioned this a number of days ago potentially, but there is a mod that allows you to create armor. Yes, it allows you to create armor at the smithy, which in my opinion is literally something that should have been in the game from the very start. But once again, the modding community coming forward with some amazing stuff. So that's exactly what's going on there. Anyway, we can incite a rebellion right here, which is absolutely amazing. So I think we're probably going to just straight up do that. And we're just going to try and cause as much chaos as possible. So if there's any possibility for us to incite rebellion anywhere, we're going to be doing it. Oh yes, we are going to be doing it. All right, hello. Are these guards? These are going to be guards, right? So they're really going to be they're going to be 4 damage? Are you serious right now? Okay, I did 4 damage to that guy. 52 damage to the head. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess I'll just try and get some more headshots then. That went right through them, threading the needle to hit nothing at all. That's always nice. Nice headshot there. Okay, their chest armor is absolutely incredible. Very impressive. The head armor, not so much. So, whoa, okay, hello. Gonna have to hit them on the head, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to defeat them in a million years. Or maybe I can if I hit them in the arm or something like that. Yeah, it seems like the armor is not particularly good either in comparison. But we ended up losing no civilians whatsoever, which is wonderful. And now we can move on. And there we go. Yes. I don't even care about the money at this point. I really do not care about the money. But look at what happened. Look at what happened to the loyalty. Look at that. That's crazy. That is so nice. Okay. So yeah. Unfortunately, Dunglanis is still going to be relatively similar. I'm basically just going to be staying in Britannia for the moment. We're actually also going to be ransoming Aldric. As people very helpfully said, the auto ransom thing does not give you any cash for vassals that you sell there for some reason. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, apparently that is indeed a thing on the console version as well. So seems like that's just a generalized bug. And apart from that, well, you just have to go in. You just have to go into the tavern and speak to them personally, which is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with doing that. But anyway, let's move on here. And they're obviously going to be making peace. I mean, it just makes, it makes sense that they're going to be making peace in a second. I'm actually really surprised that they haven't done it yet. I would have expected them to do so very quickly. Who actually owned Omor before this? Because I actually have no idea. Was it a rebel faction or something like that? It must have been a rebel faction or something. Anyway, let me just mark that hideout over there. We might want to donate a couple of, well, units or equipment or something like that to try and top up the Sea Raiders in the near future. And otherwise, we can now start to level these guys up too. So yes, as I say, I have now configured Distinguished Service accurately enough so that we are starting to see, or we are going to start to see, a bunch of promotions happening for our Forest Bandits. So we don't necessarily need to level them to the maximum level, because obviously you would need to have Veterans Respect at that point, and I obviously need 150 leadership to be able to do that. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, +2 ammunition for throwing weapons. Yeah, I'm going to be taking +2. Thank you very much. That sounds great. And what else do we have here? Increase your combat movement speed by 5%. Yes, I will take that. That is incredible. That is such an incredible perk. It really is. If you take every single perk that provides you with some kind of movement speed in combat, you will be flying. You will be literally flying through the battlefield. It is going to be super, super fun for us. Anyway, I'm actually wondering what I want to do now, because I'm thinking to myself, do I want to go for a more one-handed? Not sure. Not sure if I want to go for more one-handed. I mean, this is pretty good. Prestige is pretty good because, I mean, look at that. 50% more damage with one-handed weapons against shields. That's pretty nice. But I'm also thinking about polearms here because, as you can see, the learning rate is very, very different. You can see the learning rate for polearms is much lower. So I'm thinking I'm going to just go for a little bit of that. And we're also just going to be increasing our control skill. As I said before, I really do want to get to Impale because that's just going to be, that's going to be the best thing ever. So I'm very much going to want to try to do that. Otherwise, let's go in here, see if I can incite rebellion. No way. No way, no how. As you can see, look at this. It's going to take a long time for us to do this. The security alone is really, really bad. Alright, how do I actually reduce the security of a town? Because as far as I am aware, I need to destroy caravans, I think. I need to destroy caravans or something like that. Maybe destroy some villages and so on and so forth. So raid villages. I know someone actually wanted me to raid a village a while ago, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So, shall we try and raid a village? I mean, it's going to be right next door to this. It might not be the best idea, but I don't know, maybe we should try it. Anyway, hello Sea Raiders. I actually would like you to join me. Follow me. There we go. Can you join me now, actually? Stop following me and join my party. There we go. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, I'd like to... wait. Hello. Can I fight these Vlandians? Oh, you see, now this is the main problem with dealing with Vlandians when you're actually... you know, trying to catch them. They're just so incredibly fast. They really are. Actually, there's one thing I want to do first. I don't think I have any additional swords. I don't think I have any additional swords that I've created. No, I haven't. Okay. Well, that's not actually that big a deal, I suppose. But so we're just going to go ahead and attack them. We can request some more bandits to join us. We do have some forest bandits in the nearby area there. There's actually a huge amount of them in actual fact. So we're going to be getting all of those to join us potentially. Let me just see how close. I don't care about that castle. Ooh, look at this. We're actually really, really close to the next clan tier. That's going to be so fun. Okay. Very much looking forward to that. Whoa, this is a very green battlefield. Okay. I was not expecting this. Not in a million years, but okay. Wonderful. Forward! Let me see if I can actually get one of my forest bandits to level up. I actually don't even know whether that's even going to be possible, to be honest. I'm not sure if any singular unit is even going to have the killing potential to be able to even do that to begin with. So I'm not sure whether we're even going to see something like that. Okay, yeah. Couch lancing, no. Let's not do that. Seems like it's a little bit too slow for what we need to do here. Maneuverability is the name of the game when up against the enemy cavalry. They seem to be changing direction very fast. And, well, we'll see. We'll see if anyone actually does get promoted. I'm actually kind of hopeful for that. It would be nice if they do. And we're going to try and harass a couple of their crossbowmen. Just a little bit. Oh, that was a wonderful harassment right there. I'm obviously joking. That was really bad in actual fact. Oh dear. Oh well. Yeah, that kind of thing happens a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh well, never mind. It is literally just a caravan, so we shouldn't have too many difficulties, but we are ending up losing a couple of units. But of course, these units are not really not really getting killed. They are actually just getting knocked unconscious, so that is obviously Yagada's influence, which is really nice, because obviously she's now our medic appropriately, because before she wasn't assigned properly by me. So yeah, at least now she is. Alright, so there we go. We actually did it. Are we going to get to see anyone level up? No. No one gained... Wow. None of those forest bandits actually gained 5 kills. Yeah, you can obviously change, by the way, you can change the amount of kills that a particular unit needs to get to be able to get a promotion. But for me personally, I'm pretty happy with the way it is. I think that getting 5 kills is probably a pretty decent number, because if you lower it any further, it's going to be a bit weird, because then you're just going to get literal promotions coming out of nowhere. They're just going to come out of nowhere all the time, constantly, and it's just not really going to work out too well, in my opinion. So it's a good idea to just, you know, leave it the way it is, in my opinion at least. Otherwise, I'm going to be giving away some prisoners here while we still have the chance. Another 365 for the forest bandits. Let's heal my wounds here as well. Alright, so yes, let me have a look at Pen Cannock real fast, because you never know, maybe we're going to get to incite rebellion there too, because the Vlandians actually just took this, and yep, look at this, the loyalty's very low. This is perfect. Let's incite rebellion once again. Technically, yes, I do already have a partnership here, so let's incite rebellion once more. This is going to be quite expensive, but as I say, if we continue to fight vassals and everything, we should have no issues whatsoever in gaining money, because the roguery skill is going to take care of us like no one's business. It really is amazing. Anyway, let me see if I can do some damage with my thrown daggers. It's actually very, very close by. I'm actually super surprised that we're starting so close to the opponent here, but it's okay. Hopefully we'll be fine here. Yeah, it seems like we'll be absolutely fine. No problem at all, as long as I continue to go for the little head slashes and things like that. And because they were so close, we did end up losing a few of our allies, but, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. That is just how it goes. Alright, so there we go, and yes, wonderful. Okay, so that guy has been reduced. Yeah, as you can see, we might actually need to do something about this fellow, to be honest, but I'm not sure if I need to. Because, I mean, look at this. I need to go in there and literally murder 16 enemies in the back streets and 28 enemies in the waterfront. I think that might be a little bit too much time investment for what I'd like to do here, to be honest. So instead, I'm actually going to go down to Sargot, because I think that that could be kind of interesting. Considering I have already reduced the loyalty to 0 here, it has an extremely high chance for rebellion, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing how that goes. And a Morcon is attempting to engage us, is he? No, he's just patrolling around, but he quite clearly wants to do battle. What do you bet? Yes, he quite clearly does. So let me actually just... Okay, I'm just going to rush in there, apparently. Alright, great. Okay, so, yeah, this is the fella that I was actually attempting to get into an agreement with us, but I just never was able to. So we're just going to do a grand heist real fast. And we are just going to get this done really quickly, get the relation that we need to be able to make an alliance with him, and then we're going to incite rebellion once more. I want to try to destabilize the Vlandians as much as I possibly can, and then we're going to try and move on to other factions in and around Calradia, and we'll see what happens there as well. So I'm very much wanting to see if we can actually create an entire faction that has rebellion plastered all over it, basically. I think that could be a lot of fun, and hopefully it's even doable. That's the point. Hopefully it's even doable. I don't know whether it is, but hopefully it is. And as I say, hopefully trying to maximize the combat strength of all of the bandit parties as well. So for example, Sea Raiders and Forest Bandits and so on. Hopefully being able to do that is going to make a significant difference as well, because as I have been told by a couple of people in the comments, I already have a partnership in this town. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, apparently I didn't need to do that. Oh, well, never mind. It was decent money anyway, but yes. So apparently if you do get your bandits, or whichever bandits you want to ally yourself with, whether that's all of them or just one of them, you need to get them above 3,000 in combat strength for them to then take their own initiative, and they will go and they will raid villages, they will attack caravans and all that wonderful stuff. So if we can get that going, that is just going to further destabilize the region, which is absolutely amazing. But of course, as I've said before, the bandit factions do tend to get themselves eliminated relatively quickly, and their various parties are very small. I was actually hoping that maybe they wouldn't be that small if I increase their strength, but as it stands, it feels kind of difficult, you know? It feels very difficult for us to try and get as much combat strength as possible when they are literally running around with parties of, you know, literal 16, 15, 10, sometimes 7, and they're very difficult to actually get into a situation where they can be victorious the majority of the time. So I guess the best thing that we can do is just continue to help them as much as we can, and then from there, well, we can just hope that they do a good job. In other words, we can just hope that they continue to attack villages, you know, attack caravans and things like that. That's pretty much all we can hope for. Anyway, increase my control attribute. That is what I will be doing. Thank you very much. Yes. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so we might as well just get these forest bandits to join me. There we go. And we'll just level up a couple of these as well. All right, fantastic. So, Morcon is still there. I'm actually surprised we haven't made peace. There was actually a suggestion within the Northern Empire to actually make peace with the Vlandians, but for some reason they have not done that. I'm extremely surprised about this, to be honest. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to schmooze the leader of the Northern Empire. I'm just going to give him massive amounts of relation here because my influence is going to take a bit of a nosedive as we go back to Northern Empire territory, because that's the reason why my influence was slowly starting to recover. Because obviously, if I'm a criminal in that particular area, then influence is not really going to help me because it just evaporates before our very eyes. Yes, it happens. Anyway, I'm still extremely surprised that we are not yet at peace, that we must have declined. I actually feel like we must have declined or something like that, and that's interesting. I actually would have expected them to just accept that so easily, because apparently Vlandia was willing to pay us over 3,000 in tribute. So just think about that, you know, 3,000 in tribute every single day. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. But Vlandia is a very rich faction, so maybe the Northern Empire knows. Maybe they know that that's the case, and maybe they're like, oh, you know, I think you can afford more to the Vlandians, and maybe that's what they're doing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out what happens with them, and well, even if they don't make peace or anything like that, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to try and take advantage of the situation as much as we can. That's the whole point of being a bandit. Opportunistic nature and all that wonderful stuff. Yes, you know, backstabbery, sneaky daggers and thievery and so on and so forth. So that's what we're going to try to do at least. Anyway, I believe if I can... Yeah, here we go. No. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. Did you see? I was literally thinking to myself, you know what? The next cavalry I see, I'm going to try to take out with a thrown weapon, and it just so happens that it's a Morcon himself. He is just absolutely cursing our name right now. Oh yes, I don't blame him. I really do not blame him. That was hilarious. Love it. Absolutely love it. And now this fellow literally has no idea what's going on, to be honest. He's just completely done. You know, he's just thinking to himself, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take a day off, guys. I'm out of here. Yeah, he's really not very pleased right now, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna try and get my polearm skill leveled up a little bit too, and that was just wonderful. That gave us a decent amount of experience as well, I should think. Or at least I hope so. You know, and we're getting some nice kills with our polearm. Surprisingly, this is actually a pretty nice polearm. This is a new one that I haven't used before, I don't believe. And we're just going to tell our archers and so on and so forth to charge in now, because we might as well. The enemy seems to have mostly crossbowmen now, so we shouldn't have too much to worry about in regards to charging in. And we're seemingly knocking quite a few unconscious as well, which is actually perfect, because that means that I will be able to go to the nearby bandit hideout. I'm actually not sure what is the closest hideout to us right now. Is it the forest bandit hideout? I think it is. That's going to be a bit problematic. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to make it there in time if they do end up making peace, because, well, while I have said that I'm not sure when that's going to happen, you know, as I say, I don't know. Maybe we're going to just have some surprise peace agreement, and then I won't be able to take these units. Look at this, 81 prisoners, 81 prisoners. I can't believe it. And we've also increased our clan tier to tier 4, which is absolutely perfect. Because you know what's going to happen now. Oh, yes. Now we have an even larger party, which is absolutely amazing. Going to take this guy prisoner. Going to take all the units that I can. Obviously, I'm not going to be taking more of them, I don't think. Should I actually take more of them? No, you know what? I'm going to take more of them, because what we can do is we can actually take the bandits nearby to me, and I can actually get them to join me, so I can then increase my overall capacity, my overall prisoner capacity. So, no, come back. Oh, you guys, I don't even know what you're doing, guys. All right, so yeah, there you go. So as you can see, we are now starting to increase this. Unfortunately, they had prisoners, which would have been fantastic for us to gain, but I can't take them right now. We're just gonna get these guys too. Can I? Ah, never mind. Okay, we're actually fine. So yeah, just follow me. That's absolutely fine. Great. And we've already destabilized Sargot. Oh, look, there we go. We did it. Fantastic. Look at that. It is now destabilized. So Sargot has now switched sides over to the rebels, which is perfect. And now the Vlandians will have to go all the way over there, and they'll have to do something. And that is going to be very amusing indeed. Anyway, let me see here. Do I have... Yeah, I think I already have a partnership here, don't I? Oh, no, I think I was actually defeated here before. Or something happened here before. Okay, so let's do a gang trial. Let's do the throwing knife. Not sure what actually happened here. How did I get... did I go into the... I think I might have gone into the streets, actually. I went into the streets and I got myself taken prisoner, I think. Was it that one? I'm actually not sure now. Oh well, whatever the case, doesn't matter, because we should be able to win this relatively easily. Or can we? I mean, that's the point, you know. Just got to kind of make sure we hit this guy in the face. He's making it a little bit difficult for us right now. There we go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And there we go. We can now say relation is important. We have a common friend, and he told me that you would appreciate it if I mentioned this. Oh, well, that's hilarious. And I'm just going to say, we're doing great here. Can you give me a recommendation? Yeah, wonderful. Okay. And you have a task for me as well. I actually wonder what his task is. Rival gang moving in. Technically, I could do that as well. Not sure if I really care about that too much. I could do it, or we could just do the grand heist. I think we'll do the grand heist. I think that sounds like a pretty fun idea for us to do, as I'm not sure whether that actually impacts the security or loyalty of the town. I don't think it does, but maybe it does, because are we up against guards right here? I think we're actually up against guards, aren't we? We're certainly not up against an enemy bandit party or anything. No, caravans and stuff. Caravan guards. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, well, whatever the case, as you can see, I'm moving around literally so incredibly quickly right now that I can just decide when I want to enter battle. I don't have to think to myself, oh yes, as soon as I commit to this particular engagement, I'm going to have to stay here. I'm going to have to commit to it all the way or nothing. And thankfully, that's not the case. Anyway, as you can see, security is a bit low, but not as low as I'd like it. I'm actually not entirely sure. Oh, look, rebels in Pencannock have risen. Oh, yes. We're getting a whole bunch of those now. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that's great. Let's go over to the next town, see if we can do something over there. I'm going to try and do as much as I possibly can to destabilize the Vlandians. That is the name of the game right now. So let's see. Bribe the guards, because we don't have any people that actually want to do anything here. Ah, look at this. The loyalty is just about to tick over. So I'm actually going to just go here, pay the bribe again, and then we will... I need to be friendly with her. Oh, that's really sad. Whoa, she's super powerful. Look at how powerful she is. 377 power. That's actually incredible. She apparently has had her associates be captured by bounty hunters. Alright, I can definitely do the job. Where do you need me to go? I'm going to incite rebellion first, though, I think. I think that sounds like a good idea. It's going to cost 44,000 to literally do the inciting here. I'm actually really surprised by that, but I suppose it's because the loyalty was so incredibly high. I can only assume that to be the case, at least, because we're paying 1,000 per point of loyalty or something like that, or I don't know, maybe? I don't know about that. Anyway, we're hopefully going to be able to do a pretty decent job here. I'm really, really sucking at using my throne knives right now, but that's okay, because we should be able to do some nice damage with my one-handed weapon. Nice. Nice. Yes, yes. There we go. And yep, that is a wonderful victory for us right there. And we're getting some good renown for this too. And there you go. Wonderful. Okay, so scouts working for mark the hideout on your map. Oh, there's the hideout. So I literally have to go there and do what? I have to get them back from bounty hunters or something like that? Okay. Do I have to attack? Do I really have to attack them? I mean, they are mountain bandits. I guess it's... I mean, I guess what I could do is... Well, this is actually kind of bad, isn't it? It's actually kind of bad for me to do. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me see. What is the task actually talking about? Captured some of her gang members and are holding them in their hideout. You told her you would find them yourself. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess we're going to have to actually do this. Didn't really want to, all things considered. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I will very quickly go over here. Obviously... Oh, look, there's another rebellion. Fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really, really hilarious. Okay, yeah, so anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to give these prisoners all the way into the Forest Bandit hideout. And that's going to increase their strength by 660, which is absolutely wonderful. And they now have 2,500, which is very good. And then I will go into the hideout here. But actually, I want to just see what's going on here for the moment. Are we friendly with this guy? Not really friendly with him, but we can talk with him. I have other commitments at the moment. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, yeah, so I can't really do much here, unfortunately, because he doesn't really know us. And as you can see, look at the loyalty. I can incite rebellion soon, but I'm not sure when we can do that. Yeah, we've also made peace with the Vlandians, by the way, as well, which is actually kind of sad, but can't really do much about that. Anyway, I'm gonna try. Should I try larceny? I don't really want to. I don't really want to do that. Let's just do this, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, the caravan will be attacked. There we go. They were attacked by some random looters, and then we can just go in there and attack them. There we go. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna go. Oh, we're gonna attack some forest bandits. Are you serious? Okay, wait. Can I actually request nearby bandits to join me? Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna auto-resolve it then. Maybe that's gonna make a difference. I don't know. Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted, but okay. We're gonna kind of have to do it. All right, so yeah, there we go. We at least did that. I need to sell, actually. Forest bandits are getting weaker. Unfortunately, I can't really do much about it, as I say. But let's just see how much weaker they got. Oh, they literally just lost everything that I gave them before, but that's okay. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that, because what we can do now is we can literally just give them a bunch of weapons. We can just give them a bunch of weapons right here, and that can hopefully help them out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, they're back up. They're back up. That's fine. That's fine. That's not too bad. You know, it's obviously not the greatest, but at least now we can actually incite rebellion here as well. Another 26,000 for that. We're really spending massive amounts of cash right now. Okay, here we go. Let's join the riot. This is once again just going to be a bunch of guards. Should be super easy for us. Or at least I hope so. Let's just see if I can actually hit some people. Try and get my thrown weapon. Come on, Bruce. You can actually hit some stuff, can't you? Apparently he's not. Apparently he's just like, no, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Yeah, for some reason, you know, I have days like that, you know. I have days like that. It's just like, yep, couldn't hit anything. Sad. Oh well, never mind. It's fine. Seems like my villagers, or my villager friends, are actually doing a wonderful job, even without my assistance. But there you go. Alright. So that is, once again, look at this, 0 loyalty. They are getting a massive amount of loyalty, unfortunately being recovered every single day. So that's going to be a bit of an issue, but they are going to have some problems for at least 3 or 4 days. So there is a high chance of rebellion with that time. Anyway, when you hit an enemy in the head with a polearm, you deal 50% more damage. I will be taking that straight away because that is incredible in my opinion, especially for those overhead little pokes that you can do with polearms. Sounds pretty good to me. So yeah, you can see here, look at this. Pen Cannock, Sargot, and Jaculan have both, or well, all have rebelled, and we can also do the same with Praven, as well as Oxhall, Osterkan, Rovolt. All of those places we can hopefully incite rebellion to, and I will try to do so. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.